Well, it is the time that all parents dread when their teenager is all grown up. She wants to start dating, going out with boys or... so what should a parent do? Let's have a look at how they handled it in the movie, The 10 Things I Hate About You.
Ask Bianca who drove her home.
Kat, don't change the drove. Who drove you home?
Now, don't get upset, Daddy, but there's this boy.
Who's a flaming imbecile.
Please.
And I think he might ask me...
Please, I think I know what he's going to ask you. And I think I know the answer. No. It's always no. What are the 2 house rules? Number 1, no dating till you graduate. Number 2, no dating till you graduate. That's it.
Daddy, that's so unfair.
This morning, I delivered a set of twins to a 15-year-old girl. Do you know what she said to me? She said, I should have listened to my father.
She did not.
Okay, now you want to sort of, maybe you should avoid that approach. So joining us now is parenting expert Dannielle Miller. Good morning, Dannielle.
Good morning.
Okay, that approach, just give us your view there.
Yeah, not good. Nor is sitting on the front veranda in your rocking chair with the shotgun, which I've heard some parents suggest they're also tempted to do. I think we need to take a more sensible, balanced approach. By the time your daughter's in high school, she might be wanting to go out on dates. It doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be of a romantic nature, though, so we shouldn't panic. If your daughter happens to have male friends, that's fantastic. Often they can provide her with a really interesting perspective and a bit of balance if her female friends are getting a bit intense for her.
But we know what boys want according to obsessive fathers.
Yes, and I think it is important to talk to our daughters from a very young age about their sexuality.
They are pretty aware of that, far more in this generation than before, or am I wrong?
They are and they aren't. In many respects, we do talk to young girls about sexuality and their emerging sense of self, but we don't often talk about the emotional repercussions of some of the decisions that they make either. So that open dialogue is really important. Research shows that by the ages of about 10 to 13, girls are already talking about and thinking about crushes. Certainly they're groomed to think that way if you look at the magazines and the popular shows that they watch. So you do need to start these conversations early. Don't hit your daughter with everything straight up. You'll know your girl best and you'll be able to read her body language and read the situation to know how much information she needs from you and how much input.
So I know it's hard to put an age on when they can start going out with boys, so it's hard though.
As a first step, and you'll know your daughter. Some girls are quite mature by the age of about 13. Others don't really hit, you know, a sensible level of maturity to 16, 17. I think a great first step is always go out on a group date. So encourage them to go out with groups of friends, boys and girls, mixed groups. Always look at safety first. I think it's quite appropriate to drop her off, to meet the young boy, get to know them, invite them over to the house. Don't sit there and grill the poor fella, but involve him in things. And don't tease, that's an awful thing. And if you do that, you're going to shut down dialogue and she'll start sneaking around. Also, with young women, if you want to go out on dates, you've got to understand that there are responsibilities, including being honest about where you're going and who you're going out with. And I think it's really important for all of us, young girls and bigger girls, to set high standards when we're in our relationships with men on how we want to be treated. When we set those standards, and when we set those standards from an early age, then we come to expect to be treated well and we're more likely to have healthy, whole relationships.
That's really, really important advice. Think about how you want to be treated. Terrific. Thank you, Dannielle.
Pleasure as always.
Dannielle Miller joining us. Okay, coming up.